My brothers and sisters, there are moments in your life when Allah calls you in ways you do not even realize. Sometimes it is not through blessings, not through ease, not through happiness, but through something as simple as waking you up at 3 a.m. while the rest of the world is asleep. And when your eyes open at that hour, you may think it is random, but it is not. When Allah loves a servant, He wakes them in the quiet of the night, because that is the time hearts are soft, distractions disappear, and the soul is ready to receive what the world cannot give. For some people, waking up at 3 a.m. becomes the moment their life changes. Doors of mercy open, burdens are lifted, rizq begins to flow, and the impossible becomes easy. Today, I want to explain to you why this moment is so special and why reciting 4 powerful names of Allah 71 times can shift your destiny, expand your sustenance, and bring money and blessings into your life in ways you never imagined. 1. Allah wakes those He loves. My brothers and sisters, when you wake up at 3 a.m. without planning or an alarm, understand that this is not random. This is Allah calling you with love. Not everyone is awakened at this hour. Allah chooses certain hearts because He wants to give them something special. Mercy, guidance, forgiveness, or even a breakthrough in their sustenance. At this time, the gates of the heavens are open. The mercy of Allah is descending and the angels are giving your dua special attention. The world is asleep, but your heart is awake because Allah wants a private moment with you. In a hadith Qudsi, Allah asks, who is calling upon me so that I may answer him? Who is asking me so that I may give him? And it is as though Allah is whispering to your heart, I love you, my servant. I want you to come closer to me. Maybe Allah woke you to ease your worries, maybe to forgive your sins, maybe to open a door of rizq you have been crying for. Waking up at 3 a.m. is never a disturbance. It is a personal invitation from the most merciful. So do not ignore it. Sit up, remember Him, recite His beautiful names and make dua. Because the one who responds to Allah at night will never be left empty-handed. 2. What you say at 3 a.m. shapes the rizq of your entire day. My brothers and sisters, the moment you wake up at 3 a.m., your heart is in a state it does not experience during the day. Your mind is quiet, your surroundings are calm, and your soul is fully awake even if your body is not. At that hour, your tongue carries a weight, a purity, and a sincerity that is rarely found at any other time. This is why the dua you make at 3 a.m. can sometimes achieve what months of effort cannot. Allah places a special power in the night, especially in the last third of it, when He asks, who is calling upon me so that I may answer him? This is not just a hadith, it is a doorway to miracles. When you speak to Allah at 3 a.m., you are speaking with a heart free from noise, pride, and distraction. There is no competition, no pressure, no pretending. It is just you and your Lord. And that sincerity is what makes your dua travel faster, rise higher, and return with more blessings than you can imagine. Many people chase money the whole day, stress about bills, worry about their future, and exhaust themselves emotionally. But the person who whispers even a few words to Allah in the quiet of the night receives a type of rizq that others cannot understand. My brothers and sisters, rizq is not limited to money. Rizq is ease. Rizq is clarity. Rizq is peace in your home. Rizq is protection from harm. Rizq is Allah keeping you away from wrong decisions that could destroy your life. Sometimes Allah gives you more by protecting you from something that looked good but was harmful for your future. And sometimes Allah opens the doors of wealth because your heart was humble enough to ask Him at a time when He loves to be asked. This is why reciting the 4 blessed names of Allah, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razzaq, Ya Fattah, Ya Latif, at 3 a.m. carries such incredible barakah. At that time, your trust is stronger, your sincerity is deeper, and your heart is softer. And when the heart is soft, du'as are accepted quickly. Your rizq becomes easier, your day becomes lighter, and your path becomes clearer. So, my brothers and sisters, remember, what you say at 3 a.m. is not just words, it is the foundation of your day. It shapes your rizq, your blessings, your opportunities, and even your protection. If you speak to Allah in the early hours, He speaks to your destiny during the day. And when Allah writes your day, nothing in this world can take away what He gives you. 3. The 4 names that open rizq, remove hardship, and bring barakah from places you never expected. My brothers and sisters, Allah has many beautiful names, each one carrying a special meaning, a special power, and a special doorway to His mercy. But there are moments in life when you need specific help. You need risk, you need opportunities, you need doors to open, and you need hardships to be lifted. And for these needs, our scholars have highlighted 4 names that carry deeply powerful meanings related directly to sustenance, abundance, ease, and divine help. These 4 names are Ya Wahhab, Ya Razzaq, Ya Fattah, and Ya Latif. Let us understand them, because when you know what you are asking for, your dua becomes more sincere, more focused, and more powerful. Ya Wahhab means the giver of gifts. This is not just ordinary giving. This is the type of giving that comes without limit, without calculation, without restriction, and without needing a reason. When you call Allah with this name, you are acknowledging that He can give you gifts that no human can ever provide. A better financial path, sudden opportunities, unexpected solutions, or relief from burdens that felt impossible to overcome. When you say Ya Wahhab, you are saying, Oh Allah, give me from your generosity even when I do not deserve it. Ya Razzaq means the provider of all creation, not just for humans. Allah provides for every bird, every fish, every creature in the mountains and in the oceans. Their food is written and yours is written too. When you call Allah by this name, you are reminding your heart that your sustenance does not come from your boss, your job, your business, or the economy. It comes from Allah. And when the provider decides to increase your sustenance, nothing on earth can stop it. When you say Ya Razzaq, you are acknowledging my risk is with you, not with people. Ya Fattah means the opener of doors. There will be times in your life when every door feels shut, every plan fails, every opportunity collapses, every path becomes difficult. But when you call upon Ya Fattah, you are calling upon the one who can open a door where there is no door, create a way where there is no way, and place you in situations you never imagined possible. He can open the heart of a person, open the opportunity you lost, open the business you tried, or open the blessing you've been chasing for years. Ya Latif means the most gentle, the one who works in subtle, quiet, hidden ways. Sometimes Allah helps you in a way you don't recognize until later. Sometimes He saves you from harm without you knowing. Sometimes He brings income in small, unexpected forms that carry more barakah than a large salary. When you call Ya Latif, you are asking Allah to send you help in the most gentle and beautiful way, without stress, without chaos, without hardship. My brothers and sisters, when you recite these 4 names 71 times at 3 a.m., you are not performing magic. This is not superstition. You are combining the most powerful hour of the night with the softest state of your heart, with the names of Allah that directly relate to rizq and barakah, and with complete trust that Allah hears you. This combination is why so many people have witnessed their financial situation change, their debts lighten, and their life become easier after practicing this consistently. At 3 a.m., when your heart is awake and the angels are present and Allah's mercy is descending, reciting these names is like planting seeds in soil that has already been blessed. You may not see the result immediately, but slowly, quietly and beautifully your rizq begins to grow, your path begins to open, and your life begins to shift. So, my brothers and sisters, understand these names, feel their meaning, and recite them with sincerity. Because when you call Allah in ways He loves, He gives you in ways you never expected. 4. Money follows the heart that awakens for Allah. My brothers and sisters, many people believe that money comes only through hard work, long hours, stress, connections, or luck. But a believer knows something deeper. Rizq does not follow effort alone. It follows the heart that turns to Allah. And there is no moment when your heart is more awake, more sincere, more vulnerable, or more connected than when Allah wakes you at 3 a.m. You see, in the day, we are busy. Our minds are distracted. Our hearts are pulled in every direction. Work, family, social pressure, stress, worries, all these things block our connection. But at night, when the world is sleeping and the noise has disappeared, your soul becomes clearer, your heart becomes softer, your mind becomes lighter. And in that silence, Allah brings you closer and says, ask me, I will give you. When a person responds to this call, something extraordinary begins happening in their life. My brothers and sisters, money is not just wealth. It is not just numbers in your bank account. Money is actually a combination of many blessings working together. It is ease, it is barakah, it is protection from loss. It is peace in your home. It is clarity when making decisions. It is Allah guiding you toward opportunities and away from traps. This is why two people can earn the same amount, but one person's money disappears instantly while the other person's money feels abundant, lasting and blessed. What is the difference? The difference is barakah. And barakah comes from Allah, not from effort. Now listen carefully. Allah loves those who wake up at night. Allah loves those whose hearts answer His call. And because He loves them, He places barakah in everything they do. He places blessing in their time, in their ideas, in their work, in their income, in their sleep, and even in their mistakes. Allah protects them from harm before harm reaches them. Allah redirects them from bad opportunities before they get trapped. Allah guides them toward chances that others never even see. This is why you will find that people who pray tahajjud, people who wake up for Allah, people who raise their hands in the quiet of the night, they never remain stuck for long. Even if they face hardship, Allah pulls them out. Even if they feel broken, Allah repairs them. Even if they are worried about income, Allah brings money to them from unexpected places. This is not a theory. This is the promise of Allah in the Quran. And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out and will provide for him from where he does not expect. My brothers and sisters, when you wake up at 3 a.m. and you recite the names of Allah, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razzaq, Ya Fattah, Ya Latif, something beautiful happens inside you. Your heart begins to trust. Your soul begins to settle. Your mind begins to understand that your risk is not in the hands of people. It is in the hands of the one who created people. And once your heart reaches that state of trust, Allah unlocks blessings in your life that you never imagined. Many people run after money. But money runs away from them because their heart is filled with fear. But when the heart is filled with Allah, when the heart wakes up for Allah, when the heart trusts Allah, then money and rizq begin to follow that heart. Not because the person is special, but because Allah honors those who honor Him. Let me tell you something simple but powerful. When Allah sees you walking toward Him at 3 a.m., He brings rizq running toward you during the day. You may work the same job, but suddenly your income increases. You may have the same business, but suddenly more clients arrive. You may have the same skill, but suddenly new opportunities appear. You may spend the same money, but it lasts longer and brings more benefit. This is barakah. This is divine assistance. This is Allah saying, you remembered me in the dark of the night, so I will remember you in the light of the day. My brothers and sisters, a heart that awakens for Allah is a heart that Allah takes care of. And when Allah takes care of a heart, worry leaves, fear disappears, and rizq flows with ease. You do not need to chase the world begins to come to you. So the next time Allah wakes you at 3 a.m., know that this is not a random moment. This is a sign that Allah wants to bless your life, open your doors, and fill your sustenance with barakah. Answer that call with humility, with peace, with sincerity, and watch how Allah changes your day, your provision, and your entire life in ways you could never imagine. 5, 3 a.m. is the hour when angels replace your worries with blessings. My brothers and sisters, if you truly understood what happens in the unseen at 3 a.m., you would never see this waking moment as a burden again. You would see it as one of the greatest gifts Allah can give His servant. This is the moment when the world is silent, but the heavens are awake. It is the moment when your room is dark, but the doors of the skies are wide open. It is the moment when people are asleep and unaware, but the angels are moving, recording, carrying, and responding to the whispers of sincere hearts. You may wake up at 3 a.m. with a heavy chest, not knowing why. You may wake up feeling anxious, restless, or confused. You may wake up thinking about your bills, your responsibilities, your mistakes, or your fears. But the truth is, you woke up because Allah wants you to hand over these worries to Him. And the angels at that hour are ready to take them directly to the one who can solve them. My brothers and sisters, the night is not just darkness, it is a spiritual system. The angels descend as the world sleeps. They come carrying Allah's mercy, His forgiveness, His comfort, and His answers. They move through the earth looking for voices that call upon Allah. They search for hearts that are awake. They look for tears of sincerity. And when they find a believer awake at 3 a.m., reciting the names of Allah, making dua, whispering, Ya Allah, they gather around that person in a circle of light. The Prophet ﷺ told us that there is a moment in the last part of the night when every dua is accepted. Imagine this mercy. Allah does not say some du'as or a few du'as. He says every du'a. At the very time you feel the most alone, you are actually surrounded by angels and watched by the Lord of the worlds. At the very time you feel stuck, the heavens are open. At the very time you feel uncertain, Allah is closest to you. My brothers and sisters, understand this with your heart. What you tell Allah at 3 a.m. is heard in a way that is not heard during the day. What you ask for is written differently. What you whisper is carried differently. What you hope for is measured differently. Many people think that rizq comes only through effort. But in reality, rizq also comes through ease from Allah. And that ease begins in the unseen world, through the angels, through barakah, through protection from harm, through doors that open, and through worries that dissolve before they ever reach you. When you wake at 3 a.m. and you raise your hands, the angels say Ameen to your du'as. Imagine the power of your du'a being repeated by angels whose own du'as are always accepted. Sometimes you don't see how Allah is helping you behind the scenes. You don't see the accident He protected you from. You don't see the harm He blocked. You don't see the heartbreak He prevented. You don't see the financial loss He saved you from. You don't see the opportunity He redirected toward you. But all of these things are set in motion when you connect to Allah at night. And that is why reciting the 4 names, Ya Wahhab, Ya Razzaq, Ya Fattah, Ya Latif at 3 a.m. is so powerful. These names do not just bring money, they bring mercy, they bring protection, they bring peace. They bring openings you never thought possible. They bring a change inside your soul that prepares you for blessings during the day. They bring angels near you. They bring barakah that is invisible but life-changing. My brothers and sisters, when you wake up at that sacred hour, you are not just awake, you are chosen. Allah is saying, my servant, hand your pain to me. Let me replace it with peace. Let me take your worries and give you blessings instead. And the angels are saying,